guys, Linda here. I'm gonna do week number 23. Just got done doing 22, and I didn't like the hashtag the way it looks, so I redid it and cut it out. All right, so 23, because I'm doing catch up. All right, let me get the frame. So the prompts are something that represents time. I'm going to use that clock. Something woody or wood grain, and I have a piece of birch from my trees up north. An art scrap, and this is a page from a book called The Family of Man, and they're all photographs that I think are pretty cool. And I think photography is a art form. Okay, let's see. An art scrap, something red, that's going to be the clock too. Lyrics from a song, I got some of that here. And a photograph, which is what this is too. So we'll see if I add anything else. So first thing I'm going to do is put this down as my background. I just thought this was such a cool picture of this landscape. It's amazing how beautiful that can be. Let's see, do I want a straight edge? I think I want this edge. Let's see, it goes all the way to here. So there's not very much to rip off. If I can even rip it. You know what? I'm going to glue it down, and then I'm going to cut it from the back, I think. Oh, the back is done though, isn't it? Oh, I think I'll be able to do that. Okay. Glue it down. How do I want to glue it down? I think I'm going to use my tape runner for this one. Could use glue stick too. Maybe I'll do that. I'll use the tape here, and then I'll use the glue stick in between the tape. See how that works. Glue stick is how I got the brown paper on the cards that I'm using. Line that up with the seam here. That should work pretty good. And then maybe I can tear this edge. Kind of like that edge the way it is. Oh. Oops. See how much of this has to come off. Let's see if I can do it this way. This book, you know, it's just kind of falling apart. The paper's so fragile. There, I've been looking for this. Okay, so that's going to be the background. Then I cut out the 23 out of the birch. I think I did. Yeah, looks like it'll come out. Maybe it won't. I start my videos thinking, oh, I got all this stuff ready. It's not going to take that long. And then I find out that no, I'm not ready. Okay, I'm going to work on that a little bit later. All right, so then I want to put this wood grain down here. Here's my directions. Oh, my clock. That's going to go up here. So we'll do that first. So I can find the 5 and the 6. So I know that's 12, 1, 2. So that can go up here like this. And this, again, is some of that paper from a sample book from when my son was working at a graphics design place. Turned it over, and okay, so it goes like this. This is a Tim Holtz die. Let's see, what's it called? It's called Weathered Clock. It's this old, thick one. thought about cutting the birch with that, but then I decided not to. Make it 3 o'clock. That was always a good time for teachers. That was when the kiddies left. Oh my goodness. The other first grade teacher and I, the first day of first grade, we'd always meet in the hallway afterwards, and we could barely talk. It was just crazy. End up being blah, 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 blah. All right, let me think this through now. Okay, so I want to put my little pocket here. I want just a little bit of that red shell. I'm going to put it in the pocket, and then I'm going to glue the pocket to the birch so that just a little bit of that red tag sticks out there. Then I got to get the birch to stick to the paper. You know, this is really 2 layers. Darn it, I should have. I mean, there's so many layers to birch. It's just so cool. And I have a lot of birch. Well, I guess. I can't say a lot because the birch trees are the ones that are, you know, dying. Eventually, hopefully, it'll be maples, a harder wood that takes over. I use the birch, what I have that's down, to burn. And it, you know, it was so cold when I was up at the cabin. It was like one morning it was like 28 degrees. And keeping that fire going isn't always easy. Let's see, do I want to put this down here? Maybe. And so the birch is great for getting the fire started, but it does not keep the fire burning very long. All right, so I want to recut these. And this is a Elizabeth Craft die cut, these numbers. So let's get this back on here, run it through. Okay, and then the lyrics that I have, I have a lot of Christmas books, and I didn't really want to put a Christmas lyric on there. So I found this one in an old book, and it says, it's called How Beautiful Are the Feet. And this whole thing made me think of, you know, walking through the fields. But the lyrics to this one says, how beautiful are the feet that preach the gospel of peace. And oh boy, do we need that now. It just, to me, it's so sad. When I was a little girl, the priest that we had, he was all hellfire and brimstone. And according to him, we were all going to hell, you know, and it was so scary, you know. The God I know is the God of love and peace and goodness and not judging each other. I don't know where all that came in, but that's not the God I know. Anyway, so that's what we have there. I'm going to put hashtag 23 here. And if you want a photograph, right? Where's my rolls? Uh-oh. Hope that's going to stick to that. Let's see. Something that represents time. Got that. Something wood grain. That's these numbers and down here at the bottom. I think these are stacks of hay. Or shocks of hay, I think they're called. Shocks. Yeah. An art scrap, the whole background is an art scrap. Something red is the clock. Lyrics and songs. And then the bonus is a photograph. So maybe I can find another photograph in here. So that's what this is. It's all photographs. Oh, I like this one. That book also has some really beautiful quotes in it. All right, so let me see. I think I want to put this here. And maybe I think preaching peace is so important, because preaching fear is what causes people to get guns and do things that, you know, out of fear, that they may end up regretting the rest of their life. Like for me, I was always afraid of I was afraid of everything. And somehow I regret a little bit of things that I just didn't be confident about. So the quote on this page said, we shall be one person. And I think that's pretty beautiful. And it's a Pueblo Indian, so I'm going to put that on there. That's who that quote was from. Even though that's not part of the prompt here, I just thought that went with that photograph because it was in the book with the photograph. Okay, something that represents time, woody or wood grain, an art scrap is the whole background. Something red is the clock, and this little piece is red too. Song lyrics and a photograph. So that is hashtag 23. And thank you for watching. I hope you're all well and having a great day and staying safe. Bye.